We start at 6 with a major project some argue will impact the climate and quality of life in Indianapolis for decades to come. A plan that's already become a hot button issue. INDOT is planning to reconstruct the North Split. The project would stretch from Meridian Street to the west, the Keystone Rural Interchange to the east, and Washington Street to the south. But a grassroots organization is asking the agency to consider alternate options for traffic. RTV6's Katie Hines is live in the Old North Side neighborhood to explain. Katie?
Well, Erica, you'll find red and blue signs like this one all over the city. That organization, a grassroots group called Rethink 65 and 70. And their concern is that reconstruction of the North Split could impact the quality of life, isolating neighborhoods, impacting property values, and hampering economic development. The rumble of trucks and heavy traffic on the interstate is a familiar sound to the employees at Indianapolis Stage. The business backs up to I-65 near the North Split. Project manager Ron Kepler says he recognizes upgrades are needed.
It's crumbling, drainage issues, drains washing out and that sort of thing.
But he's hoping INDOT officials might reconsider alternatives to reconstructing the North Split. One, a boulevard system rerouting traffic on local streets. The concern at this business on Mass Ave is the impact to downtown.
What they're proposing now is, a cap and fill sort of thing, and it's going to just further alienate our neighborhoods from one another and I think hinder traffic, in downtown.
Indianapolis Stage is part of a grassroots coalition called Rethink 6570. The group is made up of business and civic leaders, neighborhood associations, and residents.
From a perspective of attracting talent and companies to central Indiana, this project is bigger than Lucas Oil Stadium.
INDOT is in the early stages of planning for the reconstruction. The project will include fixing deteriorating bridges, upgrading pavement, reducing congestion at the North Split, and improving safety. The agency, along with the Federal Highway Administration, is in the process of conducting an environmental assessment. It's one of the first steps before considering specific options. But INDOT plans to hold public meetings, noting collecting input is very important. The initial estimate for reconstructing the North Split is $250 to $300 million in costs. The agency says other alternatives like building tunnels would cost up to 10 times more. But a spokesman for INDOT confirms that the agency is evaluating at least 2 alternatives that have been brought forward by community groups. He says the agency is still at least a year out from completing the preliminary design for this project. Reporting live tonight, Katie Hines, RTV6.